Hi. A lot of people over the years have asked me how I go about writing a jingle. They're just interested, or some would like to maybe get into it. Now, before we start, I thought, here I am blabbing away about writing jingles and so forth, and a lot of people don't know what I've done, so I thought I'd give you a quick catch up on a lot of the jingles that I've done over the years so you can get an idea. And this is a little promo that I sent out I send out online to companies who are maybe thinking about doing a jingle.
Everything to love your pet, a pet warehouse.
You're all set with Somerset.
You're building your first. More loving, more living, more hugging, more giving, more tells. Darby's pie is the perfect pie. Life's easy.
For the best German night out.
House. Be sure to go to Carol's Pine. You know if you cook the fork and knife on Beaumont Street.
Over the years I've written probably a dozen jingles for radio and telly, and it's always exciting when you see your jingle on the telly as a finished product. But it always starts with an idea. And the interesting thing is that sometimes when you're doing a jingle for people, they don't know what they want, but they certainly know what they don't like. So it's your job to come up with something that they love that's going to brand their company and make it stand out. So I've created a little step-by-step process today to show you how I go about writing a jingle and programming it, getting the ideas together. This jingle's been a little bit easier than most because the owner of the company, he had a pretty good idea of what he wanted to start with. So that made it so much easier than the usual jingle where you're pitching ideas and you might do 2 or 3 different ideas and they might go, no, hate that one, don't like it, too Christmassy, whatever. And then you finally work out what they want and you're able to work on it. But this guy, Sean, he from Cobb Shop, he had a really good idea of what he wanted, and it was just a little matter of like tailoring the song to what he actually needed. I thought I'd start off this whole process by playing you the end process first, and then working our way through it. So this is the final product of Cobb Shop that turned out really well. I was really happy with it. I love the big deep voice that Sean's son had. Sean actually got his whole family in because he wanted to do the whole family thing, which was fun, So we worked from there. So I'll play you the actual end process, and then we'll step back and work our way through it.
Cobb Shop, ooh, for lunch or for your dinner. Cobb Shop, ooh, now every Cobb's a winner.
It's the first of its kind, the Cobb Shop, delivering hot toasted cob loaves fresh
Cobb
to your
Shop.
door. Satay chicken, chili con carne, beef stroganoff, butter
Shop.
chicken, so many delicious flavours to choose from. Check us out on Facebook, Insta or our website, cobbshop.com.au.
Cobb Shop,
Get a cob in your gob.
now every Cobb's a winner. Cobb Shop.
Hey Anthony, just a quick little, just so you get the same sort of tune, I suppose. I play GGDC, so it's ba 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 da, ba 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 da, ba ba da, ba 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 da, ba 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 da, ba ba da, ba 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 da, something like that.
This jingle's been a little bit easier than most because the owner of the company, he had a pretty good idea of what he wanted to start with. So that made it so much easier.
Cobb Shop, true savoury or sweet at the Cobb Shop. Cobb Shop, ooh, the Cobb Shop. Cobb Shop.
Cobb Shop, ooh, ooh, that's what I want for dinner. Cobb Shop, ooh, ooh, now everyone's a winner. Oh, sorry, Cobb Shop, ooh, ooh, now every Cobb's a winner.
I've just finished setting up the MIDI tracks for the Cob Shop jingle. So it's very, very basic at the moment, but this is how it's sort of starting to sound in its really basic form, and you kind of just build on from there. So anyway, Cob Shop. So now it's a day or so later working on the Cob Shop jingle. I've added some more instruments, a drum loop, and put some claps in there as well, and also starting to get a bit of a feel for the sound of it. Now Sean wanted his family in as a prosperity thing. You know, he wanted his whole family to do this jingle together as a family thing, which was really nice, you know. In years they can look back and say, well, hey, we did this. So I got them all into the studio. Most of them hadn't sung before, so it was interesting to go through that process. I had to get them to sing certain lines over and over and over again, and we finally got the ones that all worked, and then I was able to sort of blend them all together and make them sort of sound good.
And Cob Shop, ooh ooh. Cob Shop, ooh ooh. Cob Shop, ooh.
Cob Shop.
Cob Shop, ooh.
Cob Shop.
Get a cob in your gob.
Now every cob's a winner.
Cob Shop.
So like I said, I like to have my 30-second jingles finished by, say, around 28 seconds. That way you've got plenty of time to fade out before the next lot of jingle slots come into the radio station, and because you've got that 30-second slot, but if you go over, they're going to cut your jingle off. So you don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure your jingle's well and truly finished by 28, 29 seconds, and then you've got that little bit of breathing space just to go into the next jingle comfortably if they're putting another jingle in after yours. Same with 15-second slots. You need to make sure it's finished by probably 14 seconds at the very latest, and that gives you just that second so that you're not cut off. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a walkthrough on writing jingles. I do say I do love it, and it is quite a process. You know, you may have to walk around for a week and a half just trying to get a concept in your head, and then you'll get something, you'll make a note of it on your phone, and then if you get something that you really like, you can start working on that in the studio and getting all the parts together. The thing is, though, that what you hear in your head is never what the people who are employing you hear. So what you hear is totally different to them, and they can't hear the finished product like you've got in your head. So you've got to give them a bit of a half or a 3/4 of what you're trying to do. So you've got to impress them with that, with your idea, with it being maybe 3/4 finished, and say, well, hey, this is what I've got. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little walkthrough today, and I hope it gives you some sort of idea of the process of writing a jingle. Cheers. Bye.
Hey, here it's Sean from the Cob Shop in Newcastle. Big thank you to Anthony Lee for doing our jingle for the Cob Shop. Great guy, easy to work with, and we absolutely love our jingle. So if you're after a jingle for any kind of business building, get onto Anthony Lee.
Cob Shop. Ooh. For lunch or for your dinner. Cob Shop. Ooh. Now every cob's a winner.
It's the first of its kind. The Cob Shop, delivering hot toasted cob loaves fresh
Cob
to your
Shop.
door. Satay chicken, chili con carne, beef stroganoff,
Cob
butter
Shop.
chicken, so many delicious flavours to choose from. Check us out on Facebook, Insta or our website, cobshop.com.au.
Cob Shop.
Get a cob in your gob.
Now every cob's a winner.
Cob Shop.